How is it going, everybody? My name is JustJarrod and welcome back to another No Man's Sky video. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my thoughts, some of my opinions on some topics I want to talk about regarding No Man's Sky, regarding the next update for No Man's Sky. So, with that being said, let's get right into that. One thing I do want to talk about, and this will be the main focus of this video, is what will it take to get me back into playing No Man's Sky, like actually playing it. Now let me talk about that. When No Man's Sky launched, okay, I did everything. When the game launched, I explored. I loved the ship combat. I love finding new things. I like trading, crafting, mining, whatever it may be. I did all of it, okay. Now flash forward to current me, current day. What do I do in No Man's Sky? The only thing I enjoy doing in No Man's Sky is walking around exploring and taking pictures. Literally those two things, and that's it. There's many reasons. It's because, you know, I've done everything. I've, you know, purchased a freighter, I've mined for hours, I've crafted and made units and units and units, you know, multi-tools, all the stuff. I've done all of it. But what I enjoy most is exploring and walking around. Now with the next update, do I want to see more variation, more reasons to explore, more reasons to walk around, more things to look at, more things to see, more things to discover? Yes, I do. But that's not necessarily the biggest issue for me, because I do that still now. Yes, it's less exciting because I've seen, you know, so much of everything that there is to see. That's why I'm playing a lot of Rod's overhaul mod, because it's a lot of new experiences versus the original game that we have right now. But with that being said, it's been ages since I've mined or crafted or farmed for units, or traded a new multi-tool, or bought a freighter, or bought a new ship. It's been ages, because I don't really see the reason to do that stuff when you already have like your upgraded multi-tool, or you already have your upgraded ship, and all things like that. So what I want to see with the next update, people are talking about it's going to be No Man's Sky 2 almost. It's going to be almost like a relaunch. Xbox is getting it. It might be VR. It's been a year since, you know, the last update. It's going to be ginormous. There's going to be multiplayer. People are talking about procedural dungeons, cities, you know, being able to build hubs on planets, things like that. If all of that, or even half of that, comes into play with the next update, it's almost like No Man's Sky 2, because we have none of that now. So this is kind of what I'm getting at. I want there to be a greater purpose besides units, because right now, if you boil down all the gameplay mechanics in No Man's Sky, they all revolve around one thing, and that is getting more units. Why do you want a freighter? There's more storage. Storage for what? Items. What do you do with items? Sell them. For what? Units. But if you already have a freighter, if you already have the most expensive freighter, what's the point of getting units? If you already have the best ship, or, you know, the coolest ships you want, all 6 of them in your freighter, what's the point of units? If you have a upgraded multi-tool, what's the point of units? What's the point of units? After all this time, you have all these crafting materials in the game. There's so many materials, and every single one of them are only used for selling for units. They all have like cool descriptions, they have cool like images, they look nice, they look like they'd be purposeful for other things, but they never are. They're only for selling for units. And when that's the case, over 3/4 of them are pointless, because you only have those certain ones that sell for so much more than the others, so everybody forgets about the other ones. They only focus on the 4 or 5 that really sell for a lot, and that's what people farm, because they sell for the most. Nobody cares about the other stuff. So it's almost like pointless. You have all these pointless materials that nobody ever crafts because they're not worth anything, and you have these 5 that are really good that people craft for units. But then when you get enough units and you buy what you want, you buy the things you buy that you want enable you to get more units quicker or easier, or store things that let you sell things faster, or, you know, keep up a lot of stuff at one time so you can sell in mass amounts. It's all getting you, like, the process is get units to get more units to get more units to buy the best stuff, and then you're stuck there because you can get more units but you have nothing to do it with. So that's my kind of I want them in next to bring more purpose to the game. Yes, we have the story. The story is fantastic. I love the story. Or the lore, whatever it may be. More lore would be awesome. We already know we're getting more lore with the next update. More story. We already know that has been confirmed by Hello Games directly. So we know that's there. But I want a complete overhaul of crafting, whatever it may be. If you could craft and gather these materials that sound like they're parts of something else, like all these materials could be used for, maybe you have like these select few materials that are really rare, really hard to craft, and those pieces allow you to upgrade your ship, upgrade its defense, or maybe these pieces allow you to customize your ship, or customize your multi-tool, or upgrade your multi-tool, or customize the look of your ship, look of your multi-tool. All these crafting materials that could be used for something other than selling for units, or sitting there not being used because nobody actually wants to sell them because they're not worth it, not worth the time. All these things could be used for something better. Because right now, if you want to upgrade your ship's defense, you have like the shields and things like that. What if all these materials took the place of that? So you have to craft these things to upgrade your ship. You had to craft these things to customize your ship, how you want it to look, you know, what damage you want it to deal, what guns it has, things like that. If you want to use crafting materials to change your weapon, your armor, whatever it may be, they have all these different options, I think, with all these crafting materials that are basically not being used. They're simply there for you to sell them to make units, like I said. Now this goes kind of, you know, when it comes to ships, people talk about building your own ships and things like that. What if, you know, multiplayer becomes this huge, you know, endeavor where multiplayer is big and you could fly in space with friends and, you know, fight in your ships and things like that? What if ship customization became huge because of that? Like, you want to have a, you know, a dope ship compared to your friends. You want to have the best possible ship. The only way to really ensure that, I guess, originality, that customization, so your ship is different from everybody else's, is to include some kind of customization factor, to include some kind of upgrade mechanic, rather than what we have now. Because right now, all the ships end up becoming the same, except for class types, and then, you know, performance, like whether one's a fighter or one's a trade ship, whatever it may be. There's not humongous differences. I think it'd be really cool to have those differences, to be able to craft components that are hard to get, that are rare to get, that take time to get for your ship or for your multi-tool, rather than them just being for selling, for monetary gain, if you will. So I don't know, that's a cool idea. I think that will bring me back into, you know, caring about what ship I have, caring about ship combat, caring about the multi-tool I have. The multi-tool that I found at the beginning of the game, I think day 3 of No Man's Sky being out, I found a full, the max slot multi-tool, and I upgraded it with everything, and I never changed multi-tools for a year and a half. And then Atlas Rises came out, and I restarted my save. And then still, with Atlas Rises, I've had the same multi-tool. Because once I get it all the way upgraded, I don't care about the other stats. Like, it's upgraded, it's great. Because it only leads to me mining to get things to sell, to buy things to get more money to sell, and then there's like nothing. There's nothing left to do. So I want more purpose rather than just the most units. Like, that's what everybody's after. I see people like farming, you know, they got billions of units, and I'm like, why do you do it? And they say, because it's fun. That's cool. The best, you know, all the more for you. If you enjoy doing it, do it. I just want more purpose in the game. You've got the lore, you've got the exploration, some other things. I'm sure they've got ideas. Anyway, those are just some of my thoughts. I know I've rambled on a bit, probably said some things multiple times in a row, but that's just how it works when I do these videos that kind of just show up on the top of my head randomly. There was no script or bullet points for this, just kind of an idea that was sitting with me for a few minutes while I was reading on Twitter about No Man's Sky, so I don't know. I think those would be cool things. And, you know, they talk about cities and adding multiplayer. Now, if they add multiplayer, like an actual multiplayer, okay? I've talked about this with Cobra, some of my other fans and friends. If multiplayer was in No Man's Sky right now, would you be playing multiplayer in No Man's Sky? Now, and the question, because, like, right now, if I could, let's say, walk around with a friend of mine and see him, and he could see me, and we could just do stuff in No Man's Sky, and that was it, I still wouldn't be playing multiplayer. Because right now, there's nothing to do with somebody else in No Man's Sky. Sure, you could mine together. Woo. Trade maybe. Woo. There's no events. Nothing to do together. Nothing new. Nothing to experience. Nothing worth being with somebody else and doing at the same time. So if they do add multiplayer, which I'm sure they're going to, if they're going to increase on, you know, the multiplayer aspect of the game, if they add cities and hubs and things like that, that will make a lot of the ship combat or the ship customization or the weapon gathering or the trading and the mining, just that multiplayer aspect alone, like having cities or hubs, will ultimately make every other aspect of the game better. It's like sending out waves, right? So if you increase or just put multiplayer in the game where we can meet up with like 20 other people, create a hub, create a city, you know, and have this trading facility, this farming area, all this stuff, that will kind of ripple throughout all the other mechanics and make all of them slightly more interesting again. Now, I'm sure when next releases, if multiplayer is a thing, if cities and hubs are a thing, they'll change everything else, right? There's going to be adjustments to every mechanic in the game as we know it. But just that multiplayer aspect will change. Even if they don't adjust anything else, it will make everything interesting again, because it's more of a shared experience rather than you solely going out and doing these things just to get yourself more money. This way you'll be working alongside other people and almost feel like a collective, which I think would be really cool. So either way, they've got tons of things I could do. Am I bashing the game? No. I like the way I play it, which is just exploring, walking around, taking pictures. I've done that the entire time, basically, since the game's been out, still to this day. So I don't hate the game. You know, everybody has their own gameplay style, and that's what I loved about No Man's Sky. You know, when they shipped the game, when they advertised the game, as little as they did, it was play your way. You know, you could be a trader, you could be a pirate, you could be an explorer, or a, you know, creature. You can just discover creatures, whatever you want to be. You could be whatever it is. The game doesn't force you down any path, which is exactly right. Because I only explore. I don't ever do any of the other things, really, besides, you know, explore the lore in the story. Because that's truly what it is. You can do what you want in No Man's Sky. The game does not force you to do anything. Because I don't ever mind. I mean, to survive, like plutonium, to launch my ship, that's like nothing. But I don't ever do any of the other things. You could play creative mode, which is mostly what I do now, just to explore. You know, or survival, if you want to be a survivor. There's tons of things. You know, that's what's cool about No Man's Sky. Anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm just going to stop now. Those are my thoughts. I don't know where they came from, just thoughts on the top of my head. Let me know what you think of what I said down in the comments below. Sorry this kind of went on for a bit and I rambled a lot, but that's just how it works, I guess. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up for me. Subscribe for more No Man's Sky news, gameplay, and coverage. My name has been JustJarrod. Until next time, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Peace out.